Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Barcelona have just lost to Girona 4-2. What a joke of a team. What a joke of a manager. What a joke of a season. What a joke of a board. I cannot wait for this fucking season to end. The most deflating and agonizing season that I've ever watched as a Barca fan. My whole life, I've never hated watching a season more than 2023-2024 Barcelona. It's just pain and pain and pain and pain and suffering and getting your hopes up for no reason. That whole stress that we saw the past month was fucking fugazi, bro, because this month was going to tell us how strong Barcelona really were mentally. And we saw it was fake. It was fake because in our toughest stretch of the season, we crumbled every single time. Crumbled against PSG, lost against Real Madrid. I'm not going to say crumbled against Real Madrid because I think we played decent in that game, but still, you lose to Real Madrid once again, and then you lose to Girona once again. 8 goals conceded against Girona in 2 games this year, 13 goals conceded in your last 4. I cannot believe what I watched today, man. I cannot believe what I watched. And this game perfectly encapsulates what Barca was this whole year. You can't finish chances. You concede in these spurts of like, dude, 10 minutes go by and you're conceding 3 goals. They conceded 3 goals in the span of 10 minutes, bro. The mentality of this team is fucked, man. It's so fucked. It's so embarrassing to watch. I cannot believe that I just watched this game. And Barca had so many chances to put this game away when it was 2-1. So many chances. And don't even fucking... I forgot to mention, Barca scored and then Girona scored right then and there. Right after that. Christensen scores a banger in the first half. Chests it down, puts it in the far post. And then Dovbyk comes back and scores a banger himself. Scores a header. Literally, we couldn't even celebrate the goal because 30 seconds later, Barca concede. Because the mentality of this team is fucked. And these players don't know how to react when adversity hits them. And this manager has no idea how to react when adversity hits him. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm not going to say Xavi out because you guys know my feelings about Xavi already. But when rival fans are chanting Xavi Quédate, that should tell you all you need to know. But our fucking president is still so eager to bring him back. He didn't even bother like going out and interviewing other candidates. He wanted Xavi back, and now you got your wish. Xavi's coming back next year, bro. And I hope that he gets a pivot. And I hope that he gets a winger because I don't want any excuses next year for this shit. Because that's what it is. It's fucking shit and it's embarrassing, bro. I never get this mad, but today made me really mad. Today made me really mad because that was embarrassing, bro. That was embarrassing. Because now I know that Xavi's coming back. And I don't want to see this shit again next year because I can't watch this again next year. And Michel both times this year outcoached Xavi in every single aspect. He's so much better of a coach. I don't know if he's a better coach for Barca, but he's a better coach. And props to Xavi today because he didn't get a red card. Good for him. Yippee, you didn't get a red card today. You didn't lose your cool. Good for you, being an adult on the touchline. As you're supposed to be. But maybe if Oscar would have... Maybe I actually kind of wish Xavi would have got a red card because I think Oscar would have done a better job than Xavi, what he did today. And by the way, it's not all on Xavi because the players need to... They bear a lot of responsibility too. So much responsibility on the players. Cancelo's fucking hot ass, man. There's really no other way to put it. He's hot ass. Give him back to Man City. Pep can deal with that shit. I don't want Cancelo anymore. He was so bad defensively today and still was complaining when the goals were coming in. Looking like this, putting on that face. You suck, bro. You're terrible. You couldn't stop Oscar Pistorius on a one-on-one, bro. Honestly, you couldn't. So I don't know what you're complaining about. Koundé, I mean, props to Koundé, man. Jules Koundé has been one of the few bright spots on this team this whole year. I fucking love him. That goal line clearance at the end was just so magical, man. I love Koundé. Araujo is having a stinker. Araujo just, I don't know where he is mentally, man. I still trust Araujo, and I'm happy that Barca are going to renew him because I believe in Araujo. I believe in Ronald Araujo, and I believe he's going to be one of the best center backs in the world, and I believe he's already one of the best center backs in the world. But it's just he just hasn't been all there. Kuwarsi had a stinker today, but again, I'm not gonna blame Kuwarsi because he did his best and he's still so young and he's been so good for us, man. But that whole Barca backline has been shit over the past 4 games. 13 goals conceded in your last 4 games after being basically untouchable before that in that stretch against Napoli, Atletico Madrid, and against was it Las Palmas or whatever, or Cadiz, I'm pretty sure. You were untouchable. You couldn't concede, and now you're conceding all these goals. And when it rains, it pours, man. Like I said, 10 goals conceded in the span of 3 minutes, 3 unanswered goals. Porto comes on and just completely, he looks like Prime R9. Looks like Prime CR7 on that wing. Took us, what, 75 minutes to make our first change in the game? Lewandowski scored a pen today, but he was hot ass. But he wants his Pichichi, guys. He wants his Pichichi. That's all he cares about. He wants his Pichichi. And we're going to send out Vitor Roque and keep Lewandowski because we believe in this guy when he's just shown you he's not good enough. He's shown you he's not good enough. Sergio Roberto passing the ball to a Girona player. That goal they scored, the 2-2, was not even close to Araujo's fault. Araujo does nothing wrong there. Sergio Roberto just plays the ball back to a Girona player. But that's that veteran leadership you need, bro. That's that veteran presence that you need, that Xavi wants so much. That's that veteran savvy. He knows where to pass the ball. He knows what to do. He's always at the right place at the right time. Fuck that, man. Until these guys leave, this club's never going to progress forward. We thought it was that way with Busquets and Jordi Alba last year. We're like, oh, until these guys leave, the club's never going to move forward. Sergio Roberto needs to go. Sergio Roberto was not good enough for Barca in 2019. He's definitely not good enough for Barca right now. And that manager's not good enough for Barca. And a lot of those players don't deserve to wear that Barca shirt because it's a privilege to wear that shirt. And they don't show that pride on the pitch by the way they play. A lot of them don't do that. Props to Lamine Yamal today, who was fucking fantastic, man. Won the penalty and was amazing. So good. And that kid I feel bad for. I feel bad for Lamine Yamal. I feel bad for Jules Koundé. I feel bad for Okay Gundogan, who joined us on a free. Who came to us on a free after winning a fucking treble with Man City. And he came to us on a free because he believed in this project and we let him down. Because what we've shown this year is that we don't have the mentality to actually win trophies. And Okay Gundogan is a guy who's used to winning trophies at the highest level. And we can't help him with that. Because like I said, the mentality of this team is fucked. This stretch was the most important stretch of the season. And like I said, we crumbled at every single test we faced. And that's unacceptable, man. And until that changes, I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. I wish I could sit here and say, guys, it's going to be better. But I don't know if it's going to be better. I don't know if it's going to be better. Is Guido Rodriguez going to change this? Is Subimendi going to change this? Is Nico Williams going to change this? Or is it something in the air with Barcelona? Is it deeper than just the players that are at the club right now? Helping your biggest rivals win a league title because you lost the game. It's not like they won the game. You lost the game, and that made them win a league title because you fucking lost the game. This is the same team, by the way. Girona couldn't put a single goal past Real Madrid through 2 games this year. Couldn't put a single goal past Real Madrid, and they scored 8 against us. But you're okay with this. You're okay with this. I'm not. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not okay with this because this is mediocre. This is being mediocre, and I'm not good enough. For me, it's not good enough being mediocre. And you can blame the injuries. That's fine. When you compare us to Real Madrid, that is fine. You can blame the spend and all that stuff. There's no excuse to lose. There's no excuse to let Girona finish above us in the league table. Zero excuse. Coming into the season, no one predicted that. Nobody. And they're going to finish above us in the league table with minimal spending compared to us. And Daley Blind playing center back, who we thought was washed when he was at United. And Eric Garcia, who was basically a reject from us, and look at him now at Girona. Because they actually have a manager who actually knows how to get the best out of the players. And we have a manager who's too busy trying to bring his friends back for next season in Sergio Roberto and get a striker the Pichichi Award. But he wants to get rid of Victor Roque, right? Victor Roque needs to go because he's not good enough. But Lewandowski's going to be good enough next year. 36-year-old Lewandowski. So what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Because how do I, as a fan, look forward to next season? I was looking forward to next season because I thought we were going to get a new manager. And I was like, okay, maybe the new manager changes something. But now that I know that Xavi's coming back, what is my incentive to watch this shit again? Because that other team in Madrid, they're getting Mbappe. They're getting simply the best player in the world. I think it was announced today that he's getting a house. He's buying Sergio Ramos' old house. So he's coming to Madrid. Win the UCL, lose the UCL. Real Madrid are going to have Kylian Mbappe, the best player in the world, next season, along with Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham and all those guys. The top 3 Ballon d'Or podium this year is going to be Real Madrid's Real Madrid's front 3 next year, basically. Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vini. And we're bringing back Xavi and Sergio Roberto. And again with this game today, what are we doing that we concede literally a minute after scoring? What are we doing? How do you concede 3 goals in the span of 10 minutes? 10 minutes you concede 3 goals, man. It's the same thing that happened against Betis. Remember, we were beating Betis 2-0 and we conceded 2 and thank God we ended up winning that game. But it's the mentality, bro. This team just switches off. And I don't know where they go. They go to La La Land, bro. I really don't know where they go. I wish I could tell you guys, but I don't know where they go. And again, I'm going to say it one more time. I'm really going to try and drive this point home because it's very important, man. For all you Barca fans that hate on me because I'm always hating on Xavi and I don't think Xavi's good enough, and you guys always say I'm a plastic fan and a shitty fan, when rival fans are cheering for or saying Xavi quédate, that's not good enough, bro. That's not good enough. You know what, the one thing I want as a Barca fan, I want Ancelotti to leave next season. I wish Ancelotti would leave because he's a good manager. I fear Carlo Ancelotti. I fear how good of it. I fear his presence on the touchline. No one fears Xavi's presence on the touchline. Nobody does. And I told you guys, man, Xavi has a lot of peaks and he has a lot of valleys. And this is a fucking valley, bro. This is a deep valley and it's not good enough, man. It's just not good enough. This is not what we should be. We should not be okay with this. Nobody should be okay with this. No Barca fan watching this should be okay with this. I don't care if you started watching Barca back in 1899, but when they were using fucking pigs as balls, and you don't know what it's like to be a Barca fan because I'm a Barca fan for 150 years and I know what it's like to go through suffering. Good for you, bro. That's great for you. God bless you, man. I'm sure that's great. That's great. Go take your afternoon nap now. Okay, Grandpa? Like, I don't give a fuck about what you're... Like, people always say that, oh, I've been supporting... These young Barca fans don't know what it's like. I've been supporting Barca for 100 years, and I know what... Like, dude, great. From what... I started watching Barca in 06, and there was a lot of dark periods there, okay? But there's also there's a lot of good things. But I've never seen something like this. I've never seen something like this. And especially because we don't have Messi even to look forward to. It's not like we can say, oh, at least we have Messi, the best player in the world. Who's our Messi now? We have Lamine Yamal, who's only 16. I mean, Lamine Yamal is going to come good at some point. But still, man. No Barca fan. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long you've been supporting the club. No Barca fan who actually loves this team and wants to... Like, no Barca fan should actually be okay with this. And, you know, it's just... It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of suffering. And it's a lot of... You know, I think these players need to do a lot of reflecting. They need to do a lot of reflecting. Sorry, and we as fans need to do a lot of reflecting. And you know, it's just it's sad because this month was really gonna say, like I said, was gonna test Barca's mentality, and we showed that we're not mentally strong enough. We showed it against PSG, going up to 10 men, and you know, just collapsing right then and there, losing to Real Madrid, allowing a last-minute goal. Allowing 2 unanswered goals in that game, obviously the 2-1, the 2-2, and then the 3-2 by Bellingham. And then today, you're up 2-1. You have so many chances right there. So many chances. You just got to convert one. And you just, it's not there. It's not there. And Rafinha didn't start today, which I don't know why. He's been your best attacker over the past 2 months, and you don't start Rafinha. But Lewandowski continues to start every game. I'm going to keep picking on Lewandowski because it's true, because he's our number 9. He's the guy who came in for big money. He's the guy who's on high wages. And he's the guy who's supposed to deliver for us. And what did he do today? Scored a penalty. Good for him. He did his little celebration. Oh, that's great. He got his picture in front of the camera. Amazing. But it still wasn't good enough. And Rafinha doesn't start. Vitor Roque doesn't even get a sniff. I think he was sick or something, but he was on the bench. Doesn't even get a sniff. Doesn't even warm up. Your subs are Ferran Torres and Joao Felix, and you bring in Romeo in this game. That's your big sub, Xavi. You bring in Romeo. But yeah, again, I guess I'm a hater because I refuse to accept my team playing like this. I refuse to accept it. I'm okay with losing. I mean, I'm not okay with losing. I'm a sore loser when it comes to Barca, but I understand you can't win every game, and we don't have a team that's going to go invincible. I understand that. Okay, I'm not naive to that, but it's the way you lose, and it's the way that the team show. Like it's the effort that the team puts forth in every game, and the effort has been subpar, and the performances have been subpar. It's like a big fuck you to the fans. It's a big fuck you to the fans. And again, I want to shout out Jules Koundé. Ter Stegen today, I mean, people were calling him Ter Saddam. He made a couple big saves, especially before, like, he stopped that 5th goal. Do I think he's amazing still? No, I don't think so, but he's still a guy who I don't think he's Barca's biggest problem. We saw with Iñaki Peña, he was terrible, man. Ter Stegen's miles better than him. So I'm not going to blame it all on Ter Stegen, but again, I don't think he's prime Neuer to put it nicely. But yeah, man, it's just unacceptable. It's embarrassing. And again, I don't know where we go from here. The season is over now. I have no incentive to watch this team play anymore until August of next year. I'm gonna keep watching every game and doing a video after every game. But you know, if like I think Xavi should just play the youngsters, play Mikhail Faye, play Vitor Roque if you want. I mean, obviously you're gonna loan him out because you don't like him anymore. But you never liked him actually. But I would love to see Vitor Roque play a little bit more. But yeah, man, I've been talking for too long. I need to just go lay down and just relax a little bit, man, because I'm honestly I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so tired of this. I'm so angry right now, and I cannot believe that my team that I love so much. I wasn't gonna say I once loved, but I still love this team more than I ever have. But it's just disappointing. It's disappointing to watch this team week in and week out, and this last 3-week stretch has just been like a stab in the heart after stab in the heart after stab in the heart, and it's just. It was supposed to be the best month of the season, turned into the worst month, a nightmare month for us. I still hadn't gotten over the PSG and Real Madrid loss, and not to have to deal with this loss as well. 4-2 against Girona, 8-2 and 8-4 in aggregate this year. Michel tactically outcoaches Xavi once again. It's embarrassing, man. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.